Hi, I'm Jeff.
And I'm Jeff, and welcome to WineGeekTV, a weekly web show dedicated to helping the average Joe and Jane, like me, learn and appreciate wine each and every episode just a bit more from an expert sommelier like Mr. Keycheck here.
If you learn one geeky wine tip per episode, Jeff, we've done our job.
Got it. What are we doing today?
Today's episode. Lots of people say, I've heard this old saw many times, and I've said it my own self many times, you can't get decent Pinot Noir for under $20. And yes, very often that is true, but sometimes you can find some stuff, some rare gems that are under $20. Not necessarily these are gems, but these are wines that are serviceable.
No, I'd argue with that right away because my favorite, one of my favorite Pinots, well, at least to have around the house, is the Angeline, which is about, what, 18 bucks?
Yeah, somewhere in there. It's a good Pinot Noir, but it doesn't give you that ethereal, wonderful, great Pinot Noir flavor that, you know, the great Pinots of the world give you.
So yeah, I'll agree that the Pinots I've had that were pretty good, they kind of stunk like a barn, had that kind of, you know, that musty thing to them. And the Angeline doesn't, but so are these going to be more traditional tasting Pinots?
No, a lot of these might not even taste a lot like Pinot. If they're traditional tasting Pinots, they would be a real expensive Pinot Noirs. These are going to have some Pinot Noir character to them, but don't cost like they don't cost like regular expensive Pinot Noir.
Okay.
All right. It's basically this show is called Cheap Pinot Noir that doesn't suck too hard. All right. These are things that sometimes people will come into the store and say, I need a Pinot Noir for under $10 to cook with. These are things that I go to, you know, gravitate towards right away. These are good Pinots to drink and eat just any day of the week. All right.
Okay.
Good table wines.
First up,
here we go. The Dumery from the Veneto region of Italy, northeast Italy, 2006. Yes. All right. So this is Italian, northern Italian Pinot Noir.
I had a Dumery joke, but
really?
I passed right on it.
Well, you could say Dumare, then you don't have much of it. I think this actually might be pronounced Dumare because it means two seas. Mare is in maritime or marine, if you will. All right, so let's go.
I'm just more confused. All right.
If you look good, that's okay.
Traditionally, what should we pick up on a Pinot?
Pinot Noir, you should get a little of that cherry note, dark cherry, Bing cherry, some kind of cherry note in there. Touch of spice, medium bodied, really good acidity. Okay? And maybe a touch of vanilla in there as well, depending on if there's any oak. This stuff is pretty inexpensive. I think this runs for about $7.99. These are all under 10.
Very
well under 10, actually.
Very juicy on this one. I get more than just cherry. It's like a whole plethora.
So one of the reasons Pinot Noir is very expensive is it's difficult to work with in the vineyard. It's also difficult to work with in the winery. It takes a lot of work. Very thin skins. You just look at them funny. They'll split open. You'll lose juice. They're not something that you can just kind of leave alone and let them make wine all by themselves. They take a little tender loving care, a little TLC, to be sure. All right. What's the matter?
Does that have to open up?
No, what you do.
Wow. Okay. Old joke.
Open up.
Try that. Lots and lots of tannins in there. Yeah. So dude, that sucked the moisture right out of my mouth. So is that the is that the acidity or the tannin?
That is a little bit, there's some tannic structure to it, to be sure, kind of an underripe tannin. These aren't soft, ripe tannins. This is kind of a greener note to it. And that's kind of what I think you're getting, more of that green, underripe fruit, which is not, you know, unusual for this part of northern Italy.
The nose was a hell of a lot better than the palate.
Northern Italy, northeast Italy especially, mostly known for their, you know, crisp white grapes.
Okay.
All right, moving on. Alfredo Rocca from the Living Alfredo Rocca. Alfredo Rocca 2009 from Mendoza. All right, so here we go. Argentinian Pinot Noir, Jeffrey.
All right, upside, inside, out.
I don't know what that is.
Living Alfredo Rocca.
Yeah, that's right.
There you go.
Living la vida loca.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, definitely. This has a different, a fruitier nose, more of a raspberry kind of thing in there. And you do get that cherry note. I think a little bit more vanilla too. This has a little bit of wood on it, I believe. So that's nice. That's fuller. Oh, gross. That's fuller bodied. Little rounder, a little riper, obviously. That's neat, isn't it? I like that stuff. This stuff is a fan favorite at Zips. Fan favorite at Zips. How much? How much dinero? $7.99. Okay. Yeah. All right, moving on. Here's the California Red Tree Pinot Noir, $7.99 as well. California fruit, $7.99. Not much else to say. Okay. So are you getting this now? These aren't godsends. You're not seeing Jesus when you're drinking these wines. You're just good every day. Just go get them. User-friendly, inexpensive Pinot Noir that doesn't suck. Okay? Because I've tasted a lot of bad, cheap Pinot that does suck pretty hard. These don't suck that hard.
Very different bouquet. I like that one best.
88 points from Wine Spectator.
I like that one best.
Yeah, so I got 88 points from Wine Spectator. Yeah. This stuff flies.
It tasted more like a Pinot. These were kind of, I think they need to breathe or something. They're just way over acidic and
this one's tannic. This one's weird and underripe. This is massive for a Pinot Noir, I think. And
is it 100% Pinot?
Yes, 100% Pinot. And that's just a good drink right there. Ripe, bright fruit, nice long kind of chocolatey finish. Good stuff.
Yeah, I like that one best. All right, so you can find a decent Pinot.
You can. It is possible. Stuff to cook with. Beef bourguignon. Hey, here's the deal. Boeuf bourguignon. Boeuf bourguignon. Everybody that saw Julie and Julia. Remember, bourguignon, the Burgundy, it's just Pinot Noir from Burgundy. Okay?
Remember,
just go find some Pinot Noir from someplace. You know, you don't need to spend $35 and dump the whole thing into your dish.
So they say we use Burgundy?
Boeuf bourguignon. So people come into the store now all the time asking for Burgundy for Boeuf bourguignon. I show them the Burgundies and they're $35. And they say, can you show me something else? I didn't realize. So, all right.
All right, thanks to Wine Thief for letting us shoot in their store. Wine Thief at www.winethief.net and in St. Clair and Fairview Avenues in St. Paul. And
very special thanks to Zips Liquors in historic Minneapolis, 94 and Riverside,
across from
True Time.
Right. Thank you very much, Mr. Sommelier. Good to see you again.
They supplied the wines.
They supplied the wines, yes. And we'll see you shortly.
Your hands are so warm.
No.
Oh, I made a mess.
Yeah, you did. Ass.
Jeez.
Dude, it's on the register. It's all over. Paul's gonna kick your shit. It's over there. How did you get it on? You went over the bottle.
You want to get a towel?
Yeah. On.